you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. Come and join us in our live chats in our comments section after the show. Um, on the docket today, we have 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, Season 6, Episode 9, The Big Chill. Oh, I forgot to put up our little banner, but whatever. You know what it is, right? It's this show. This is Before the 90 Days. There we go. That's what we're doing. Um, First of all, thank you to our new subscribers. We appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Jamal, who do you want to talk about first?
Let's get the forgettable out the way. Statler.
Who that?
Are we? Oh, the wrong show again. Good
I feel
lord.
like there's
That's how
something wrong
mad.
with
That's how
Statler.
mad she made me. That's how she made. That's how mad she made me. That's just how
No,
mad she made me.
Statler is on this show. Statler is
This,
on
like
this
I
show.
said, this is how mad she made me. I don't know what show she's on. What's she doing? Um, what's going on with her? Because she, she reeks of entitlement, and she makes me
Mhm.
mad because I want to like her on some level,
Mm.
and I'm looking at the conversation she had. Let's go back to
Mhm.
the beginning where they wake up, they're in a caravan, and like you, I was peeping the acreage of
Mhm.
Dempsey's spot. I'm looking at Statler like, ma'am, shut up, because we found out you about to be homeless, which is why you're trying to move to England because your lease is up. We knew something was going on with that. Talking about I want to move in with Dempsey because I love her. No, ma'am, you love the fact that she has her own place and she likes you, and your lease is up. That's why you're. We understand it now. You try to get one over, but you told the truth. You told on yourself. A mess.
But here's the thing though. Yes, that was her strategy, but she didn't even try to get to know this girl to find out
No.
that that land isn't even hers. It belonged to big old Ben.
Yes.
And the thing is, this girl's a gypsy. She said she was a traveler. That's a
Yeah.
gypsy.
Yeah.
And that's why she grew up in the carnival. And oh my God, rest her sister's soul. That was such a sad story, what happened, and how she managed to leave that life for something more stable with
Mm-hmm.
this like I feel like Ben saved her. Not saved her, but like offered her an
Right.
opportunity when she needed it the most. Like he's a real friend to her. And he could see straight through Statler. Ooh.
I was building up to Ben. So okay. So she complains about the space. She complains about there's
But
no
how you in
central
somebody
heating.
home invited you there and you tell them to their face, I'm uncomfortable.
And my thing with her is that you knew it was cold up there. Because you mentioned it on your way there. Because you mentioned it with the driver, and I'm sure Dempsey told you it gets cold up there. And I'm like, what is wrong with you?
But again, remember I said from the beginning, she should have never coordinated her flights with when that girl was getting back from Thailand.
Right.
I thought the girl was out there for 3 weeks. She out there for 5 weeks. So they get there. The girl ain't got no firewood. The girl ain't got no food. The girl ain't got no plumbing. Like, why couldn't you have coordinated that to come in 3 days after she got back so that she can get over whatever jet lag she has? She can
Right.
get her house tidied up. Because, like, even Dempsey was uncomfortable that she was like, I didn't even get a chance to clean up my house. I haven't been here. Like, I feel Statler is so focused on her needs
She's
that she's
selfish.
not. Yes, I thought she just came over as so selfish and self-serving to me in this episode. And I think from the start, I just feel like she's not considerate. Someone's inviting you into their home, their private space, and I think you should be considerate of that and not insult it. And I feel like she pressures a, I don't want to say bully because that might be a bit too strong, but she pressures and maneuvers people into accepting things to suit her. I don't know.
Agreed.
Maybe I'm just being too hard. I don't know.
No, I feel the same way. And then
Oh,
okay, let's get to Ben. That was hilarious when Statler says
chalk
she
and
has a thing
cheese.
to even she has a thing for English girl. Did you see his face? He's like, Biff, what?
Ah! Not this one. Ah!
His whole face was like, "What you talking? Well, excuse you? What?" I
Mm-hmm.
was crying when he did that because his face told everything. Like
Yep.
there was no hiding it, and you could tell
Mm-hmm.
he's protective of her, of
Mm-hmm.
Dempsey. And
Yep.
I know Statler's the American is supposed to be like focus of the story, but I'm Team Dempsey.
Yep.
I really like her
Yep.
because like she's being open and honest and genuine. And when you put her next to Statler, and Statler just is no, not to be mean to you, I'm going by what you're giving us. So what I'm about to say is your fault. Um, I feel that Dempsey's too good for her at this point. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just do. I
I don't think Dempsey realized what she was getting into with this baller thing. Like I think,
it's a maturity level for me between the two and how they interact and how they
but
conversate.
I agree. But I think Dempsey is the more mature of the two.
That's what I'm saying. It's
He,
like it's a difference of maturity.
Statler, like you said, she comes from a place of privilege, but it's because her parents are well off. And okay, so her lease is running out. Her parents not gonna give her a soft spot to land. Like it makes no sense to me. Um, and her criticizing everything about Dempsey's place. Girls, stay in America.
Exactly, because maybe
European
I'm
places are
simple.
small.
Yes, yes. And my thing is this: I'm just a simple person. Maybe I'm just super simple. But when Dempsey gave us the tour of like the land and told us like that she
Mm-hmm.
works for Ben, and I guess we go to like to the lodge or something or wherever that space was, that was
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you give me some really strong Wi-Fi and a cell signal, I could stay there quite easily. I would just take my laptop,
I'm
go to
sure
the
the
lodge.
Airbnb spaces are fully hooked up because they renting them out and making them money.
I heard hot tub. Excuse me, hot tub. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And it's like when she explained the business Dempsey, I'm like, that is super cool. They take the containers, turn them into like staycation cabins or what you want to call
Mm-hmm.
them. I'm like, that's a great business. Like for people who just want to get away but not be too far. I'm like she said, a staycation spot. I'm like, Dempsey, I'm here for it. I'm like, and you can't find nobody local. You hooked up with that? Okay.
Well, here's the thing that I also find interesting about these two. Now that we heard so much more about Dempsey's background, right? I look at Statler and how she presented her background, and I was like, Statler, you push forward this you project victim because you was adopted.
Oh,
And
Debbie.
Dempsey, like she got every reason to be a victim, but she has not wallowed in that. She has like she it's like she fell off track for a little bit, but she managed to pull herself up. She's kept herself open. She's kept a bit of naivete about her. She's a genuinely nice person that's willing to help anybody, and anybody be willing to help her. And how something like Statler, she was attracted to that walking cesspool of victimization. I don't know.
But Statler said when they were talking about the whole cheating situation and yada yada yada. And I'm looking at Dempsey's face, and she looking at Statler. Dempsey, you did not say this. I'm gonna paraphrase for you. You was looking at
Mhm.
Statler like, how you gonna sit up here accuse me of cheating and you cheated in your past? Get out of here. That's what your face
Yep.
said, Dempsey. Just so you know.
Mhm.
And then when Statler said like, yeah, I've cheated once in the past. And Dempsey's like, mm-hmm. And then Statler's like, well, I just projected my past relationships onto you. I'm like, well, that makes no sense to me because you've never stated you were cheated on. I don't think you said that, but you were the
Mm-hmm.
one who cheated. So how are you
Mm-hmm.
insecure about cheating? So confusing.
Because she's projecting her own filth on that nice young lady. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Sunway. Hey, Farmata. Hey, Susan. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Statler didn't know Dempsey's lifestyle before coming over there. Did she not ask? No, she didn't. She was too busy asking about Dempsey's crotch instead of getting to know Dempsey. All she had in my singular focus blinders on. I'm gonna turn this bitch out. I'm gonna get up in that pussy and I'm gonna turn this bitch out. That's exactly what she was saying. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think she knows a damn thing about Dempsey. And Dempsey's like, we only scratched the surface with her based on the edit. And already I like her more.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
like her more.
Team
I
Dempsey and
just
Team
don't get
Ben
it. Yeah. Why is it we liking the foreigners more this season?
because they're just kind of being themselves. They're not putting on for anything, and they don't have ulterior motives.
Oh my God. Oh, wait. Sidebar. Tangent. Did you see that video of Angela Dean fighting?
No, what is she doing now?
With titties out at the hotel that the 90-day people usually stay at in New York. That's what it looked
Mhm.
like to me from the outside. When
Um,
they did it on the street, because yes, she took it to the street.
who was she fighting with though?
Some lady, I don't know. It was inside the hotel. And then there was another clip. That was her friend. I would not want to be Angela's friend.
Oh, you out here fighting with your friends in the hotel.
With
Oh,
titties out. Titties out. Oh my God.
no, I'm gonna have to find the clip, but no.
And y'all want us to watch Last Resort with that on it? I am sorry.
Wait a minute, it was her Botox injector. Wow, no
Oh my
discounts for you.
God. Whoa. Statler is just like all the other passport bro creeps. Ooh. Was it a 90-day fiance event? I don't know. She had a suitcase and like she was well after they broke up the fight, she was going to the elevator to go up and she was like cussing, still cussing with the other woman and like other guests were there. I don't know. It was just a lot. It was just like a lot of cussing and I don't know why. And there was this black guy there who was trying to separate them. And at first I thought it was Michael. And I was like, how he get in the US? But it might not have been him. So I don't know. I'm not watching Last. Oh, Susan says she's not watching Last Resort.
There's no
I
point.
cannot. I cannot. Um, think Angela fight with a couple in the hotel. No, it started off with a lady that was in like a light blue jumpsuit, I think it was, and she had long black hair. It was too far away for me to see, and I don't think I had on my glasses. And I was grateful because I think you can see Angela's crotch in addition to her titties. And then when she went to the elevator, like there was a couple there, but she was like halfway telling them what happened and still cussing at the lady by the bar.
Mm.
And then the next scene is that they out on the street, and I don't even think she got on any shoes, and she's still cussing for no reason. I don't know.
Mm.
Sorry. That's a preview. That's the hype Last Resort.
Ryan wants to know, is this on IG?
I saw it on IG.
Okay.
I yeah, it's Instagram. Yes, I saw it on there. Um it's also on YouTube as well. Um Ryan, check out Auntie's Advice. I think that's where I saw it first. but I saw the clip of them out on the streets, I think on IG. It's like more things are coming out. It's just a mess. And that's why I feel that it's production that's putting it out.
Probably. All right. Who's next?
Alrighty, so who do you want to talk about next?
I'm trying to think. Was there anyone else useless in this?
Riley, Violet, Christian, Cleo. I'm missing somebody. Hold
Sheila,
on.
Sheila, and David.
We are saving Sheila. They're going to be the last one. They're going to be the last one.
Let's do Violet and Riley.
Gino and Jasmine.
Let's do
All right,
Violet and
hold
Riley.
on. Let me just add Gino. Okay, Violet and Riley.
So with them, this is going to be real quick, y'all. For some reason, magically, after talking to someone, okay, let me go take it back. After talking to, they blocked each other. She sent him Riley a long message. He saw I blocked her. Maybe I should read the message. He reads the message. Yada yada yada.
He been read that message.
Right. Violet's talking to her daughter about the situation, and we get more insight to where she's coming from, and I understand where she's coming from. Like she said, her ex did not protect her from her ex mother-in-law's insults, and she's never forgotten that. So when she was ambushed, she felt Riley didn't protect her, and she can't be with the man who she feels cannot protect her. I understand that. So flash to Riley. He meets up with his quote unquote tour guide, aka someone from production.
Thank you.
And they talk, and magically this tour guide is full of like just magic advice. Like he's the sage. He's like, oh my god, you make so much sense. Like because the tour guide quotes told him like, well, based on what I've seen, she should be blocking you. You need to apologize. And then Roger's like, oh, like, after thinking about it, I need to own my part because I don't want to lose her. I'm like, you know what? Shut up. Just shut up.
The same thing happened with Gino and the bartender. TLC, y'all getting fucking lazy with this shit.
Yeah, this is so bad. I'm like, this is insane. No.
And this is why I'm on Team Violet because of this mess.
And like she said, like when you're in my country, my family does have the right to ask you questions, which I feel first off when I come to America, your family has the right to ask me questions. I'm like, that's fair as well. She's open to communication. It's just like you said last week, he thought he got another type of Asian woman and wasn't expecting and got violent. So I really don't care. I really don't care about him like that because he's not showing me anything. He hasn't. It's all about him asserting his dominance. That's just what I feel from him. And my thing is this: like, if you're trying to get to know someone and build something, it's not about asserting dominance. It's about getting to know the person and understanding their culture in this situation and trying to bring you two together versus you being in control. He can go now.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
So should we go on to Gino and Jasmine?
Okay, let's go. Hold on. Wait, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Another stupid scene. I mean, we're talking. I mean, like, why is the linchpin of your scene Liz's birthday? We don't know Liz. Nice seems to be a nice young lady. She's turning 20. They went shopping to get her a nice present. Well, after the therapist appointment. Sorry, this quote unquote therapist appointment, aka
production.
After that, Gino tries to assert his dominance. Like, you're not gonna treat me this way. Yes, she is. We're gonna keep that moving. So fast forward, shopping for Liz's present because she's dealt with all their shenanigans. And they want to give her something special. They start with the necklace, which is great, and then but Jasmine wants to get a ring because she says she lost it, aka
she accidentally lost it.
Yeah, she accidentally lost it in the toilet. So that's my opinion.
Because she never liked it anyway.
Exactly.
And she used to wear her ex-husband's ring because she liked that so much better.
Right. and she's mad at him because he never upgraded the ring like he promised. And see, Gino, you gonna make me stick up for Jasmine in this instance. You told her out of your mouth that you was gonna upgrade her ring. You should have
Mm-hmm.
never said that. You should have never said that because it's not fair to say you're gonna do something and not do it. And when she
Mm-hmm.
said, you're being cheap and you're taking too long to upgrade my ring, so I just found a solution. I'm like, you know what? Okay, not mad at you about that. Not right now, Jasmine. Not right now. But we about to
She
get a
made
little bit
me
tangible.
laugh with that. I did a whole
But then she was acting a whole kind of fool because she, she wanted him to hire an immigration lawyer to speed up the
Mhm.
process. He's like, no, I'm not doing that because we have not hit the time limit. Once we hit the time limit, then I'll look into doing getting a lawyer. He's all, until then, I'm not wasting money. She's all, you're trying to say like getting an immigration lawyer would be a waste of money? I feel like I'm more invested than um he is. I'm like, no, he's way more invested than you, ma'am. Way more invested. Sorry, he's put way too much money on you already. My opinion.
Mhm.
My and this is why people really don't like Jasmine because she's, how can I put it? She's gold digging, but not in a subtle way. She's hitting people over the head with it. It's not entertaining. When it's kind of subtle, like for example, her upgrading her abode every couple months. That's gold digging subtly. We can
Mhm.
appreciate that art. And you've gold digged yourself right next to the richest neighborhood in Panama.
Mhm.
Or Panama City, sorry.
Mhm.
That's subtlety. That's art. And the fact that Gino didn't know that you was moving into the same building as your ex. See, Jasmine, we like this kind of stuff. But when you just blatantly beating us over the head, talking about give me money, give me money, give me money, we get turned off. We just do.
Well, here's the thing that I found offensive with this. You got your sister, her 20th or 21st
20th,
birthday.
20th birthday.
20th birthday. Y'all do the little bikey thing. Y'all taking the girl out, almost getting her killed in the streets of Panama City.
When they hit that bump, I just knew that bike was gonna flip over.
Listen, when the palm frond smacked Jasmine in her face, I was like, go, Gino. Great driving. Liz was in the back holding on for her life. But then y'all cleared the traffic and y'all driving by the water side, and he's like, you always have an orgasm. And she's like, no, I fake it. Why the fuck are y'all talking about y'all bedtime stories in front of this girl? Why? Happy birthday, Liz.
Exactly.
And then after that gut wrenching, vomit inducing crap, I don't know why Gino thinks that he can make her come anywhere. And I was glad that she said what she said, just not in front of Liz. Then they expect her to go and eat ice cream after that. The I'm so sick of these two. I'm so sick of these
Mm-hmm.
two. It's just ridiculous. Um, did Gino get her a cheap, ugly ring as usual? Paid $20 for it. Cracker
Okay,
Jack box.
can we talk about this real quick before we move on? I'm looking at him when he said, like, I went by this stand and saw this ring. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking at Jasmine, and he's like, and he gives it to her. I'm looking at,
I wouldn't buy nothing better for her than from a stand if she gonna accidentally lose it.
but I'm just saying, like, he asked her, like, oh, do you like it? She's like, I love it, or whatever she said. I'm like, why you lie again? Because you gonna lose that ring too. She gonna keep losing rings until she gets what she wants.
Let me tell you, Liz may not speak a lot of English, but I'm sure that she was understanding the gist of that conversation because Liz
Exactly.
is not stupid, and I'm sure she's taking advantage of everything that Gino's money is affording her.
Agreed.
And that includes English lessons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. These two are a mess, a whole mess, and their segments were like revolting. So who next?
Okay, we have Sheila and David and Cleo. I think Cleo and Christian.
Let's do Cleo.
But for me, there's really nothing here either.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Theirs is gonna
no,
be next week.
yeah, I mean with them, it's just a total mismatch. She's not
Mm-hmm.
basically she's not really comfortable in tight spaces with a lot of people, which I understand. And she says it's a function of her autism. Okay, I can get that. So she I like the fact that she told him like it was the first date sucked. It should be about us, but you want to go around. You want to be a social butterfly, filleting around,
Mm-hmm.
talking to the girlies. And he's like, it wasn't about the girls. Basically he's like, I need to be more. Basically, I need to be more thoughtful. I'm like, you're not gonna be more thoughtful because you're selfish. You like to be the life of the party, and like you love the attention on you. Let's just call it a thing. So y'all, we know y'all not gonna work out. Just quit playing. So they come back. He tries to make it up to her with like some wine, a night at home. They could talk. He brought his little VR video game doohickey. She enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
that, and I think she enjoyed it because it was in a controlled environment. And
Mm-hmm.
I did I learned that she's um hyper focus is not really what I want to say. It's like she says she has very high needs.
Mm-hmm.
Like she needs certain things, and they need to be done at a high support level. I'm like, oh, okay, this is making more sense. I'm like, yep, y'all not gonna work out. He needs to go home now. He's too selfish to give her what she needs. It just is what it is.
She needs structure and organization in order to feel safe.
Yes.
And he's a
Mm-hmm.
fly by your pants type of guy,
Yes.
and that freaks her out.
Yes. So this was.
But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
what I also think about this is just my opinion, right? I think Christian is not comfortable in what he suspects his sexuality is. So he has picked up with Cleo because she has these issues, but she's also insecure. So he's
Mm-hmm.
zoned in on that. And he feels like she's someone that he can run a game on
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't want to admit that he want the ass. And he figures, well, if it looks like a girl, I can do it and it'll be fine. And she will accept it because of her insecurities. She has autism, but it's like he almost rolls right over that and
Right.
disregards it. And in some aspects, I feel like he purposely gets her into situations where he knows she'll be uncomfortable so that she'll look like the dick and not him. He's turning the tables on her. When they went with the girls to the birthday, he knew that that was going to be uncomfortable for her. And then he turned to her and said, but I tried to pull you in the conversation. Why? To make her feel even more uncomfortable? Like it's little things that he says like that really makes me feel uncomfortable with him. I feel
With
he does
him,
a lot of things on purpose to unsettle this girl and keep her on the back foot so he can do whatever it is that he wants to do. But now he's backing out. He's realizing, wait, she ain't as female as I thought she was gonna be.
my thing with I can agree with you up until a point. I think with him, I think it's more a thing of his selfishness. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think in his mind,
Mm-hmm.
when she says I have autism, it's like, oh, like you're just shy. It's like like you say, he glosses over it, but I think it's really more in line with like, oh, this is just something you have. Like you'll be like, he's the one who's like, oh, you'll be fine. Just do it.
He
You'll be fine.
he's the male version of Statler.
I can see that.
He's the male version of Statler.
Ryan says he's like Caleb who got kicked off because of Lena. He was curious to try something different, but now he doesn't really want it.
Mm. Yup. Yup. And
So
but the thing is with Caleb, he never used any of Alina's. Alina wasn't insecure. That was the thing. She was confident in who she was. Cleo is very insecure and uncertain of herself. She is going through a transition. And when he did that thing at that club, he's like, I try to bring you into the conversation.
Okay, Crazy Cat Mom said, "This is what I was looking for. He is dismissive. Thank you. That's the word.
Yep.
That's the word I was looking
Mm-hmm.
for."
But he's also trying to make her look like the bad person when he's the one who is the bad person, because he juiced this girl up online. Remember, she said when they was talking on the phone or whatever, online or whatever, he seemed to be so affectionate,
Hmm.
touchy, tactile, all of this. And then right before he came, oh, I'm not kissing you. Let's play it by ear. I'm tired. And now he's turning her condition against her and saying, well, you're being rude. I try to bring you in a conversation. She can't be in a conversation with
No,
strangers.
no.
It's overwhelming.
And let's just get to this last part. They in the bed. He's like, "Honey," she's like, "I'm changing." She comes on a little negligee. He's like, and he plops out in the bed fully clothed. I'm like, you know what? Get out. Get out.
Where the
Get out.
cats? I want to sleep with the cats tonight.
Yeah. Get out. Get out. Leave. No. Fully clothed, jeans and t-shirt on. And he's like, "Oh, you look cute." She's all, so do you." I'm like, "Cleo, now you lying too. Like now now he got you lying."
She just playing the game because she's it's clicking together for her. It's clicking together for her. And I want to know what he does that sends her over the edge, crying
Yes.
to her friend in the middle of the London streets.
Right.
What the hell? He
And he's
better
like,
be leaving in that taxi next, because that was, remember at the beginning of the season we see him getting
mm-hmm.
into a car.
Yep.
He better be getting into a car next week.
And she's like, "Well," and they're laying down. He's like, "It's obvious that we're both physically attracted to each other." He's all, "Yes." I'm like, lies. And he's like, and then he was like, "Normally I wait for the girl to make the first move." And then she's like, "Wait, well, that's not how it appeared online." Okay, I don't really believe. She's like,
She
and the
said
professor's
that's not what he said.
right.
He's so lying. Mm-mm-mm.
Ryan says, he may as well set up a pillow barrier between the Ryan. He may as well go sleep down with the cats.
Mm-hmm. No, let him go downstairs and sleep on the couch. Bring the cats up to Cleo. She
Right.
needs comfort. He probably thinks Cleo should be lucky that he likes her. Yep. And he's not a treat. He's not
Someone
a
asked,
treat.
"Do you think Christian is a freak out about Cleo and finds her boring now?" I Here's the thing with this. I think with Christian, I really feel like he didn't think the autism and her condition was a big deal. I really don't think so, because he said something where he's all, "I didn't really understand, but now I'm feeling this in person. And it's a lot more than I thought." I'm paraphrasing. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yep, you can't handle this. You dipping out. He dipping out. He can't
I
handle it."
firmly believe that he might have felt she has a bigger package than he does, and he not down for that. He got to be the big dick in the bed.
Dude.
I'm serious. He's threatened by her. Either he's threatened by her or she's not female enough for him
Right, which
to
was her
do the
concern.
exploration
Which
that
which
he wants to do.
which was her concern.
It is, but the thing is, I don't think it has anything to do with the neck up.
No.
But I think like the I'm not gonna say what I really want to. I'll tell you afterwards what I think my theory is
But
and
she
where he should go to get it.
but she said, like, her concern was like he may not feel that she's feminine enough. And my thing with Christian is, like, you say you know everything about her anatomy, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why, like, if you're gonna be uncomfortable and act this way and not give her what she wants, why even go? Why even put her through all this? That's not fair. It's not right.
Yeah, he was harassing girls on the plane, but girls need to make the first move. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. He just needs to open up and be honest and tell her what his situation is, not not what he is hoping it to be. He was bi-curious and found out it's not his cup of tea. Oh, it is his cup of tea. It is his cup of tea. But I'm gonna tell Jamal what I feel is really going on here. I ain't gonna tell y'all because y'all ain't gonna like what I gotta say. Sorry, and I got enough people coming after me telling me that I'm an idiot. Ugh. Anywho, yeah, that's a hot mess, and I have no. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I'm Team Cleo. Cleo deserves so much better than this trash that she picked. Stop going online, Cleo. Meet people in person. What about your friend that we first met in episode 1 that you had at the coffee shop? Who was that cute little boy that she was with? She need to get together with him.
I just feel I'm just disappointed in this couple overall because
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was going to be some challenges, but the way they both portrayed themselves, I thought it could work out in some sort of way. But there's when you see them together, okay, we met them right early in the season. When we met them before they met, you could see like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this could work. This is okay. This,
No,
I
no,
did. I'm an
uh-uh.
optimist. I'm an optimist.
You
But
know
then,
why? Because there's only a picture of him.
well, yeah, I'm not. I'm discounting that though. I'm discounting that.
Mm-mm,
I'm just going by the story. And but then as it got
mm-mm.
closer, you could see Christian's trepidation. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm like, he's still going. Okay, there's hope. But then they got together, and you could just see you could see that they're so different. It's like, oof,
If she
yeah,
was fully transitioned, maybe, but it
it
still
wouldn't.
wouldn't have worked. It
No,
still wouldn't have
no,
worked
no.
because he does not want a woman.
Leave him alone.
I'm gonna tell you what he want after the show, Jamal.
I mean, you're already alluding to it anyway, so I mean, saying it's not going to hurt anything at this point. I mean, he's the way he's acting is giving up those
Oh,
tones
I
anyway.
don't think he wants a man either.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what he wants, and then you'll Google it and you'll find out. All right,
Oh,
so on to David and Sheila. Wow. Wow. TLC better buy them a new house.
I mean, after this, I would hope so.
No, because all they did was pay for the funeral, and they got the cheapest coffin with spray on design on the side of it. But Sheila, condolences to you and your family on the passing of your mom. This was crazy how all of this went down. And I know we was talking about their house last week and how unstable it was, and the stairs, and
Right.
don't shake it,
Yes.
and stuff like that. um but then to hear that her mom, to me, it's like, at first I thought it was that she fell down the stairs, but then there was another piece before the stairs that wasn't nailed in properly, and
Right.
to me then it sounded like she
It
fell
fell
through,
through.
and
Yeah.
they found her near the bottom of the stairs. I'm like,
Right.
oh good Jesus Christ, this poor woman. And then they played back the scene coming up the stairs where he took that little fumble step, and I was
Yes.
just like, oh Jesus, did he loosen the board that she fell through? But then they said no, it was near the stairs. I don't know, but it couldn't have helped with David with his American weight and all of the production crew and their
Right.
heavy ass cameras and boom mics and
Hmm.
God knows what else trolloping in that unsafe structure
Right.
when it's only used to four
Like people.
Filipino weight
Like
people.
people. Like people.
Yes, because us American folks, we a little heavier. Thanks, McDonald's.
It's just a touch. Like their whole segment, I was just so sad for her. I felt so bad, and for her mom to fall through, and them just to find her is like, and she just didn't know what to do. And I felt bad for her because like she was like you could just see in her mind she was stuck, and she was like she wanted to grieve, but she wasn't allowing herself to. Because I still think she was in
Mhm.
shock. I still think like her grieving has been stunted because she's still in shock.
I think a lot happened in that day. Um, a lot happened in that day where there was a lot of like emotions flowing in her head.
Hmm.
And then to top it all off, within a 24-hour period, like you had your boyfriend meeting your family, meeting your son for the first time. You had an interpreter there, seeing where you live, that you probably weren't comfortable with. There was some jealousy going on with her as well. And
Hmm.
then your mother dies. Like you hadn't even sorted out your emotions with
Hmm.
regards to that. And remember, she said, I didn't think that the meeting with my family went all that well. Like she was disappointed in that meeting.
Hmm.
And you're going from like love, jealousy, disappointment, anger, and then grief, shocking grief. She's an emotional, like, typhoon,
Hmm.
and
I agree.
she's ricocheting everywhere like the pinball in the pinball machine. And right now she's on tilt, and the machine's in overload, and the pinball is stuck in the upper right hand corner. And I think that's where she is.
Hmm.
And kudos to David. I appreciated how he was there to support her but not smother her. He tried his best to understand the situation with what happened.
Hmm.
um I think he handled it with more grace and concern than any other character that we've ever seen on all of these different branches of this show. Thank you, David. My God, thank you, David. Um, and I'm grateful that she has somebody like David around her, and that and the interpreter to help him understand both culturally, and help her understand what he was asking for, like, do you need anything, I'm here for you, la 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 la, and to help him understand what's going on with regards to the culture of their funerals and stuff like that. So that was just heavy, 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 heavy. um Hi, Gina. Welcome, welcome. Thoughts about TLC camera crew weakening the stairs to a fault? I don't know. It's it's I have that question because that structure was barely being held together with spit and gumballs. Um, it could not have helped having so many other people and the equipment in that home. It just couldn't have. And then based on what when I replayed it the second time, because at first I thought she fell down the stairs, but then the second time I heard it, I really paid attention. It was like, wait, she fell through the floor. That's what I was
Hmm.
gathering. I hope she went quickly. I really do. I hope she didn't suffer there on that ground for
Right.
hours, you know, till she passed. And I know that that's probably like guilt for Sheila.
Hmm. Do you think David and Sheila were last? There was very little communication as Sheila cannot use sign language. I think it's going to be a struggle, but I think they can make it.
Yeah. I think once she gets the time to process and grieve, and I think David will give her that space and the support that she needs it when she asks for it. I think it'll be good. Lord, let David be the one to get her and her kid out of there. TLC, build a house for Papa to live in that he can't fall through the floor. My
Exactly.
God. Uh, um. Okay, Crazy Cat Mama says he did an amazing job with how he pulled back and allowed them to grieve because there's a difference to their way of grieving and funerals than how we do it here. Yup. Yep. Oh, okay. And I like that he asked questions. He asked questions. Like, remember when he said, "Do you want to come back to the hotel with me? You can bring your son." You know, that was like his way of trying to take care of her.
Right.
And she explained to the interpreter, "I have to stay here and watch my mom." And the interpreter like told him what was going on. Like, even when they went out to the grave site, he was there going, "This is crazy. I don't understand any of this," but he did not put it down. He did not dismiss it. He just went along and he was her support, just what she needed.
Mhm.
A little hand on her back, and that's what she needed. Not somebody to overwhelm her or ask a bunch of questions when it's not appropriate. I just loved him in this episode. These two are my favorites. Oh, okay. If she learns ASL, they will be fine. Yes. Yes. She needs to focus on that now.
Right.
Saw a clip of them with her son. Her son didn't like that David can't hear or speak. I think, but I think it'll take a little getting used to for the son. Um,
Right.
it shouldn't be that much because his mother is hard of hearing. The grandmother was extremely hard of hearing. So it's not like he's never encountered um a deaf person. I think what's throwing him off is not being able to verbally speak and then the sign language. I think that's what's throwing him off. But again, with a little exposure
Hmm.
to something other than the Philippines, I think that boy will flourish. David, bring them over. Bring them over ASAP. I would not mind seeing them on future shows. I wouldn't.
Hmm.
Um, Hold on. I think David having a disability makes him more empathetic. Yeah, because he's had a lot of like bad things happen to him. I agree with you on that, Ryan. I do.
Hmm.
Um, I think her son's age is what we're seeing is all. How old is her son? He seems really tall. I keep
Like
thinking like
12, 13.
he's 12, 13. Oh,
Like 12,
yeah.
13.
Okay, so then I am thinking the right age. Oh, he getting ready to be a teenager. Oh, God. Teenagers. Crazy Cat Mama says, "Debbie, the grave sites are rented for those who cannot afford to purchase, and when they can no longer afford the rent, the bones are disinterred in place." Oh, Jesus. So that's why they put them in the crypt and not in the ground. And that's why the front was left open. It wasn't sealed. Why TLC couldn't buy her a plot? You saw the rusty, dusty coffin that they put her in, right? It wasn't sanded.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm grateful that they at least got that with the little, artwork on the side and stuff like that. But I feel TLC ripped off these people, and again, and y'all wonder why. Oh my God, TLC is the most exploitive channel known. But we all here watching it though. The mourning period is done at the homes if they cannot afford to pay for the church. That is why she had to sit with her the first
Mm.
24
That
hours.
makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Because remember, David was like, "Oh, are they taking her to the church?" And
Right.
Sheila's like, "No, we're going to the chapel." And I thought it was because with the Anglican church, once you take your communion, you're a member of the church. And I figured, oh, the chapel is for people who are not members,
Right.
the people who ain't confirmed or something. But oh, so it's all financial. Okay. Oh geez. Oh, jeez. TLC is cheap. It was a basic wooden coffin with a window to view, and they. Oh. Did you see where the window was over the face? Did you see all of the rough, unsanded area? I was so angry at that. I was like, y'all couldn't. You could have got a better coffin from Costco. I keep telling my mother I'm gonna bury her in a coffin from Costco. When she was able, she used to laugh at that. I have a weird sense of humor with my mother. It's very weird. Well, not anymore, but when we used to talk. Um, I saw a documentary on the burials in the Philippines during the pandemic. Lack of land. Oh, dang! And if a typhoon blow through there, all of that is going to get unearthed anyway. I so wanted to bring my first husband home for his viewing for 7 days so that it would be more like what I thought to be traditional. Oh, wow. Is cremation popular there then? They're a Catholic country. I don't think cremation would be popular. No, cremation is not a big thing because there you go. There you go. Thank you, Crazy Cat Mama. Why did they even film such part? The scene is such an intimate moment. Yeah, TLC has no shame.
Zero.
Exploitation. But you know what? They paid for the casket and told her, we own you now. We filming everything.
Right.
That's exactly what they did to her, knowing fully well that they broke that floor in her house. We need to do an investigation with the Filipino police. I don't know. Yes, but it's not used because of. Oh, oh wow. Okay. This was a really this episode was like I just sat there. I had to actually watch it twice. I sat there the first time because usually I'm dictating notes into my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mouth was open. Like I forgot how to talk. This was rough. This was I hate to say it, this was a great episode, but it makes me hate TLC even more.
No, I get it.
But yeah, TLC, jeez. What happened to Baby Story? What happened to that?
It didn't make them no money.
But remember when Baby Story used to come on?
Yeah, but it wasn't. They trash TV makes them more money,
Jesus. I can't. I
and that's what we
can't.
learned. That's what we learned on the Learning Channel. Trash
Oh,
TV makes them the most money.
what is it? Sharp Productions? They are the demise of TLC. It is a harsh reality to living in the Philippines compared to the US. They live in extreme poverty for a lot of the people, as you saw from the home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch twice and third time for extra measures. Wow. All right, y'all. That was the episode. That was 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, season 6, episode 9, The Big Chill. This was a crazy episode. Rest in peace, Mom. You, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I pray that woman did not suffer. It was the most authentic episode, but at a huge expense to Sheila and her family. Yep. And I'm hoping that it brings David and Sheila closer together. I really
Agreed.
do. And I'm gonna need that little boy to straighten up and fly right because he coming off as a little rude to me. But okay. Ryan, I would think so, but Dallas has so much to do with it all. Oh. Rest in peace, Mom. All right, y'all. Join us back here in a couple of minutes. We're gonna try to get on the on time. We're gonna be doing Match Me Abroad. When is this show going to end?
It better be next week. I'll be mad. There's no one left.
All right, y'all. Um, join it. Does Sheila have siblings? I don't know.
I
I
thought for some
don't
reason
know.
I thought she had I don't know why I thought she had a sister.
We saw a sister, or we
No,
saw one of her friends at the store.
no, I thought that she mentioned a sister or siblings because
Mhm.
I want to say it's because she said like she was no longer like her siblings. I could be wrong.
Okay, so y'all saying next week is the finale. Thank God. Thank God. All right, y'all. Join us back here in a couple minutes. I need to change over all of the branding and all of that and load up the pictures for that shit show. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. See you in the comments. Can't wait to hear your thoughts regarding Sheila and all of the other trash boxes on this show. Jamal, any final thoughts?
Nope, we're good to go.
All right, y'all. Until next time.
Yep.
Bye.